Welcome to Being Friends with Jess and Toni-ann, an inside look at our friendship, millennial things, sports, and pop culture. Come laugh with us, or maybe at us, and let's be friends.
Anyway, welcome back, friends. It's Sunday afternoon. There's a lot of Sunday scaries here, including our
Yeah.
faces.
Yes. Couldn't
So
have said it better.
we just had a whole dissertation about how we both look like raccoons. So don't mind us. Yours look better than mine. I feel like my makeup is embedded into my skin.
I tried to like face the window so that like all the brightness as much as possible could hit my face, but there's only so much you could do here.
I think I'm gonna have to sit like this and not move because like my curtains are annoying behind me. Anyway, we're back for another week. Because everything's always chaotic with us. My child was sick again, throwing our recording off, but here we are.
She's better.
She's better, thank God. So, um, okay, I remembered the ridiculous thing that I wanted to share last week.
Okay.
Also,
Don't forget it.
I have dropped my hydro flask.
Oh no.
Yeah, and like I was sad. And I mean, this thing is pretty industrial because I did drop it on my driveway and it didn't dent at all. So like shout out to Hydro Flask. But now it has this mark on the bottom and it's driving me nuts because it's ruining the aesthetic of the cup.
I told you to get one of those rubber bottoms for that.
Oh, you did?
And then that way, at least when you like put it down on tables and stuff too, it doesn't like dang. You know what I mean? Like it's like
Well, it does have like a soft bottom, this one.
I know, but it's more like the sides. Like if you like hit it on the side of something, like it
Yeah,
won't.
yeah. Okay, so maybe I do need to just like invest in one of those. Anyway,
I mean, it's like 10
um,
cents on Amazon.
I'll get one. Fine. You've convinced me. Do you have any things to drink or did I just pry you out of your bed for the day?
No, you didn't pry me out of bed. I moved from the bed to the couch, but it's definitely a Sunday
It's
for
like a
sure.
rot day for sure.
Yeah, and I woke up and it was like so nice out, and I was like, "Am I really about to waste this day out?" But now it like it's kind of overcast,
No,
so
it's very gloomy.
now I
It's
feel more
getting gloomier by the
justified.
minute.
I just have water.
Us water girls, we're so hydrated. We're in our hydration era. Um,
I guess.
okay, you ready
Sure,
for my ridiculous thing?
sure.
Okay.
Mm.
I have this problem lately where I use talk to text, but I think that I'm using a voice note.
Oh,
So I'll like be talking to text, but by the end of it, I forget that I'm talking to text and not voice noting. And I'm like, okay, bye. It's like that. Then I send it. And I'm like, what did
like
I
you're like
just
ending the conversation right then and there. You haven't done that to me yet because I would have been like,
done this
okay.
multiple multiple times to multiple different people, and then I have to follow up, and I'm like, sorry, thought that was a voice memo. Didn't mean to. Okay.
Mm. I love a voice memo. In
I,
moderation. You can't overdo them because then like every time you get one, it's like a novel. Like,
I
ooh,
feel
can't
like
wait to
when you have like
listen.
a story that like needs to
Yeah.
be like
Like you don't want to type
told,
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
you need to use a voice. Voice memos are very good
Mhm.
when they are, but I also don't like that they expire because like I've accidentally like clicked them and then I feel like I don't comprehend everything sometimes and I want to like go back and listen and you only have it for 2 minutes.
But you could click keep.
I know, but like if you don't click it fast enough, it just goes away.
Oh, yeah. You got to actually remember to click
Right. And that's a
it.
problem for me. Remembering to do anything, problem for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's my ridiculous thing.
I'm trying to think like a ridiculous thing I don't really have. I was gonna say I'll go into my for everybody to give an update for my softball team. We finished our season 0-5 with a forfeit, so we didn't make the playoffs.
Oh,
I know only the top five teams made the playoffs, and we were number six, so out of six. So it was
it's
pretty
kind of
crazy.
bullshit though that they only cut one team out of the
I
playoffs.
know. Well, I guess they're like you have to at least win one game to like be considered for the playoffs. I don't really blame them, but because they're the other team that was right above us, only the only game they won was against us. So like all we had to do was
Hopefully.
beat them and we would have been in the playoffs. But I'm like, honestly, we don't need to prolong this. It's fine.
Yeah, no. It doesn't seem like we need to prolong this.
We need to provide the other teams with a warm up, essentially. Yeah, it was pretty poor showing all around by my team. I'm gonna
Toni-ann's
try.
going to try to switch teams next year, obviously.
I don't know if I'm gonna do softball next year. Like I think that might have just like been a wake up call to me that I love that sport too much to like be casual about it.
Okay.
And like not actually that's not true. Like I would love to casually be a softball player again, but like I would like to casually be a softball player and like still kind of win.
Right.
Like I just
That's why I
be
think you would
good.
need to be on like a team of people that actually played and care like just a
Yeah.
smidge.
I mean, it got better towards the end just because like then my friend that I joined with started coming, so like we were having fun together, and then also like the other girl that's on our team, like the three of us like started to have like a nice little like girl clique that we showed up every Sunday and like had fun together with, but like the team was still terrible. And the league tried to save it. Like they sent out like an APB to everyone else in the league like, "Hey guys, like if you want to play more than one game, this team really needs help. Why don't you stay and play with them?" And we actually did have quite a few people like volunteer to do that. So we had some people that were like pretty decent, but on it, we just continued to get killed. Like continued. One game, the game that was against the other winless team, I was really confident on, and we lost that one 17-13. So it was a high scoring game. Gave it a run for our money, but like still lost. And then the other ones we lost by like double digits every time. So it was just really bad.
There was
Um,
run rolls in blood.
so, note to self, if you're ever going to join a softball league again, don't play Sunday night because nobody wants to go out and drink afterwards because why would you? You're ready for bed. It's Sunday night. Like you want to go to work the next day. Two, that field that we played on in Weehawken, it's convenient for me, but it's a football field and there's no fence. So it's like anybody hits a far ball and you're just running for the hills and then it's like a grand slam. So it's like,
This was like when I joined a
yeah,
softball league when I worked at Yankee Stadium and we played on like a little league field like
yeah.
up the block that had no fence. And
Hmm.
like these men were literally like cranking the ball and like I'm in right
Yeah.
field and I'm supposed to run for this. No. Like
Yeah. That my friend Sabrina, she played like right center, like for the game she was there, and she was basically standing like at the fence of the football field, like 600 feet away. And like the one guy pitching was like, shouldn't she move in? I go, no, because she knows that they're just gonna keep hitting it over her head, and then at least she keeps it in front of her. Like it's fine. And it kept people to doubles instead of in the park home runs every time. So like whatever. And everybody else like covered the shallow ground like in front of her. So like it was fine. But yeah, so I
yeah,
wouldn't
I
do
mean, if you're
that.
playing with four outfielders, it makes sense to just send somebody back there. Like
Right. And the only reason we were able to play with four outfielders was because we finally had three girls because you need seven men you can only have seven men on the field, so you need three women. And if you don't have three women, then you can't have four outfielders. So it's like really annoying. So that was our problem with the first few games because we didn't have three women. So I also just my other point of if I was going to rejoin, I would make sure like I joined like a fully formed team that's like played before and like just needed an extra woman and like I'd join. Not like be put together on a random team that obviously were people that never played before in their life. So
right.
that was my lesson learned. I got a credit to play in
You
another
need to go
league.
back to the couch.
Oh,
Go to the couch.
Shane Gray is waiting for you.
Go watch your movie or it's going off. I'll shut it off. Go back. Go watch it. Because me and Toto were talking. Go watch your movie. Okay, bye. Continue.
Yeah. So I got the credit because I voiced my displeasure with the way the season went. And it was my first time ever playing in this league. So they have like a play guarantee. Like if you're not satisfied with your first season, we'll give you like your next season on the house kind of thing, which was
Oh,
nice. So they gave me a credit but I joined cornhole because I was like, you know what? It's Tuesday, Wednesday nights. It's already in a bar. It'll be more
I feel like
social.
that's so much more fun and like casual.
Yeah, it's so much more casual, like just to meet people, have a drink or two, much better speed. So I've joined that to start at like the end of September or something like that. So
I feel like
um
you and Nanny are just on the same level with all your extracurriculars. Like she's
I
got
know.
cornhole, bowling, dominoes, like you've
Wow.
got pickleball.
Does she play Mahjong?
She does not.
I've been trying to get into that.
They do have mahjong classes in my town
Of course they do. Yeah, they
at the
have them
little
in
like home
Hoboken too.
store. They
No,
do
there's a
it.
lot of like coffee shops that are starting to do like Mahjong nights. Like it's kind of cute. So, and I have a couple of
I feel like real mahjong confuses me, but like I always liked computer mahjong where
oh
you have
yeah,
to
yeah,
like
yeah.
match the
It's just a
tiles and
match
like
game.
yeah,
That's not real mahjong, but
I
I
know
love
it's
that
not.
one. I play that all the time on my phone, but yeah, the actual mahjong, I have no idea the rules, so somebody would have to introduce that to
It
me.
looks
So
very confusing.
yeah, so I'm trying to do that. Yeah, I just feel like, and then I was like, well, I kind of want to do like kickball or like, I don't know, maybe volleyball, but I feel like volleyball, I'll run into the same problem I ran into with softball because volleyball is another sport I care deeply about.
Also, you and your ankles do not need to play volleyball.
It would be a little bit more casual.
You don't know the word casual with sports that you are passionate about.
True. Well, because
Do you
they
not
have
remember
indoor
Maggie's
volleyball.
graduation party? Me and you were like diving on her front lawn playing volleyball.
Yeah. And Ligatti's
And
birthday
that was
parties at the lake
just our
always had good
friends.
volleyball games.
Right, those are only our friends. So like if you're
Okay,
in
but
a
everybody
league,
else was taking it seriously. So we were with our friends who all were serious athletes at one point, so it was fine
1 point.
at one point. Whatever. Let's listen. I learned my lesson. I'm only gonna play social, casual, intramural sports now that I don't have a stake in the game other than just trying to meet people and have fun. Maybe have a beverage or two. Okay, so that's why
That's
I
a good
joined
plan.
cornhole, and we'll see how that goes. I still have a little bit more credit to do maybe one other league, but like I don't want to overbook myself either. I feel like it's going to be pretty busy if I do that. So I'm just going to leave it at the one sport and we'll see how it goes. I wouldn't really even call it cornhole a sport, although they do have like a major league now. But
Yeah,
you know,
that's crazy. That like
I don't
you
expect
can.
I'm not really that good at cornhole either. So maybe this will just like be good practice for me. So then when we play like at like tailgates or something, like I show up everyone. Like maybe it's good practice.
Everything needs to become her being the best. Like it needs to. I can't.
So that's my softball update.
Okay, I'm glad that you had a softball update. Your
Oh,
sport playing
also,
is ridiculous.
yeah, and to lead into that, I had this is weeks ago now, but it's been on our topics list for a while. I had some really big pickleball court drama a couple of weeks back. Um, that was something that um I really had to hold myself in on. So obviously I'm still pretty casual about pickleball because I'm still like getting good at it. And we haven't been playing as consistently because the summer's just been like getting too crazy with everybody's scheduling. But like a couple of weeks ago, we got actually like a really big group to, so in my ski club, we like have like a WhatsApp group and it's like just for people that like to play pickleball. And so like we'll just throw out like a question every week, like anybody want to play this week and like see how many people we could get. It's kind of like how it goes. And that week, we usually only get like four, which is kind of perfect because that's like to use a court, like that's kind of perfect. But last week we had like eight people that were like down to go. So we were like, oh my God, great. So we all show up to the Hoboken pickleball courts, which are in a public park, mind you. Okay. And they our plan was we'll do four paddles because they have the reservation system putting your paddles on the fence and we'll put the four paddles on with the new four people behind us and then like rotate out that way like we're just two groups of four, sure, but instead of sitting outside the fence waiting for the game, the second group will go sit along the fence inside so we could like continue to chat. I didn't see anything wrong with this. Well, as we played our games and in between that, we did have another team that wasn't another squad that wasn't part of our group want to go on our court afterwards. So we picked all our stuff up. We left the pickleball courts. We put our paddles down on something new and we, hung out for like 20 minutes waiting for that game to finish. Normal process. Well, some idiots that don't know how to do math thought that they were correct. And they're thinking that when we were on the court, they were like, this one girl, she was wearing like one of those fabletic dresses. Like, girl, you don't be serious. Like, you're not a professional pickleballer. Like, shorts and a tank top would have been fine.
Okay, but they're
And
very comfortable, those dresses.
sure, but like it just added to my annoyance of her. She was wearing a visor. Like you are not
Okay,
Coco.
the visor, that
Like
would,
what are you doing?
the visor would annoy me, not
Yeah,
the tennis dress.
yeah. So I was like, she was like, are you guys just playing between your two teams like over and over again on this court? And that's exactly what she sounded like. I'm not exaggerating. And I was like, no, we're two groups of four and like they're playing after us. And then if somebody joins in, like then we leave. Like we did that already once. And she's just like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, no, no, just because you don't know how to count, that doesn't mean I'm lying. So you can stop and go back to your own game because she was on the court next to us. She was like, I was just asking a question. I was like, but you weren't because you were actually accusing us of monopolizing this court and we're using the system correctly. So you could go back to your game now. And she like got all pissy at me. Anyway, we vacate the court as per the rules. And this other guy who we see at the pickleball courts every week. He's one of those guys that are there every week without fail. I guess he declined, he declared himself mayor of the pickleball courts by default. Came over to us and was like, "Hey, so we've had a couple of people just ask us about like the way that you guys are reserving court one." And I'm like, "You don't have to like," I was like, "You don't have to act coy. I know exactly who came over to you. It was that girl." And he was like, "Oh, well, I don't know. I just people came to me." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, it was that girl." He was like, "Yeah, well, people are just saying that like you guys are kind of playing every other game." And like, I'm like, "Well, we're two groups of four." He's like, "Well, would you say you're playing 1 out of 3 games or like 2 out of 3 games?" And I go, "If I'm in a group of four, I'm playing 1 out of 3 games. If you're considering our group of eight, then yes, we're playing 2 out of 3 games, but we're reserving it as groups of four. Anyone is free to put their paddles down between our group. We're not blocking it out. Like,
Right.
we are following the rules of the pickleball reservation system." "Oh, well, it just seems like you guys are over there for a while." I go, "Since when is it a crime?"
Play pickleball.
I'm not exaggerating the way I spoke to this man. Like, I am not ad-libbing at all. This is exactly what I said to him. "Since when is it a crime to have friends that want to sit next to you and talk rather than outside the gates?" And he's like, "Oh, we're not saying that." I go, "Because last I checked, this is a casual pickleball park. We're not monopolizing any court. The only difference between what we're doing is choosing to sit near each other and wait for our game rather than outside where we can't talk to each other."
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, well, that's just, again, it's how it seems. Like you guys are just over there for a really long period of time and nobody's really able to get on court one." I go, "These four people were just on court one. What are you talking about?" And the guys were like, "Yeah, we just got off." And I was like, "Yeah, so
Thank
like,
you.
what are you talking about?" And the guy's like, "Oh, well," and then like my friends, I started to get really Staten Island. And then my friends like were like, "It's okay. Like we probably were only gonna play one more anyway. Like let's just go for drinks. Like it's fine." And I was just like, "Okay, we're leaving now, but I just want to make sure it's a fact that we were abiding by the rules and we're leaving because we want to go get drinks, not because you're kicking us off." And he was like, "No, of course, I'm not kicking you off." I'm like, "Okay." And then as we start to walk away, I see little tennis dress visor girl go over to like get the, I guess, 411 of like what happened in the conversation from the guy. And I turn back around and I go, "And if you have anything else to say it while I'm still here." And the girl's like, "You don't even know what I'm talking about." I go, "Why else would you be walking over to this man? What do you have to say about us? Do you still need help on math?" And then my friends are like, "Toni-ann, come on." And I'm like, "Okay." I got really worked up, like really worked up. I hate catting bitches. I hate it. We were
Don't
always
understand. I don't understand why people can't like just mind their business. And
like,
like,
it's a crime to have friends. Apparently, it's a crime to have more than 4 people in your group at pickleball.
I just don't understand people.
It's not a country club. This is literally a Hoboken park.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, we have since returned to the pickleball park last week, but it was only 4 of us, so it didn't cause this drama again.
Good.
But now every time I see that guy who like thinks he's the mayor, I'm like, "Good day, good day." I haven't seen tennis dress girl since.
Sure.
I haven't seen tennis dress girl since, so I don't know. Maybe she was off this week or whatever. But
Maybe
so that's my story.
somebody told her to stop wearing her visor.
Also, in other news, not that it's important to anyone because nobody else does this. We had kind of made a tradition that after pickleball on Tuesdays, Baja had Taco Tuesdays. So we would go play pickleball and then we'd go up to Baja and they had $6 frozen margaritas and like Taco Tuesday deals. And then we went in this last week and they still have the Taco Tuesday food deals, but they got rid of the margarita deals. So now the margarita, honestly, their margaritas are still a good deal. They're only 12. Like anywhere else, they're at least $18.
And they
So
make
like
them really strong there.
and that's the only place I'll get a frozen marg because they're not too sweet. They pack a punch. And their frozen jalapeno margarita is spicy. Like it's like good. And it melts and then it's just it's strong.
Just to call your bluff, you get frozen margaritas at Jose Tejas. Who are you kidding?
I haven't been to Jose Tejas in like God knows how long.
Okay, but you still get frozen margaritas.
Yes, you're right.
there,
That's the
so
only other place I would get it.
thank
Correct.
you for correcting yourself.
Correction. Yes, of course. Thank you for keeping me humble. But yeah, it's but now so we asked the like teenager that was the guy. I was like, he's like, "Oh, just so you guys know, the Tuesday Taco Tuesday margarita deal didn't happen anymore." He like completely gave up the tea without us asking. He was like, "The owner like decided like it was too good of a deal, so like they're not doing it anymore." I go, "Why would you admit that?"
I feel like people are getting too wasted and we got in trouble.
But he's like, but now if you want to come on Wednesdays, we have ladies' nights and the margaritas are $7 those nights. And I'm like, okay, so maybe we just switch. And then my guy friend was like, well, do only the ladies get the deal? He's like, no, I don't think so. He's like, all right, so maybe we'll just switch to pickleball on Wednesdays. Like, whatever.
I
Like
love
you just
that.
moved the day. Now I guess you just don't have both deals at once. I'm ignoring. I saw both. Like now they don't want to do the margarita deal the same day as the food deal, I guess. But it's like you're gonna lose business that way. She's turned. She's turned. It's fine. Um, okay. So that was my pickleball update as well.
Well, you also went to Hilary Duff, and I'm very jealous of that. So let's give the recap
Yeah.
on that.
It was good.
We'll
She
go
was
into a retro Disney conversation.
yeah. She was better than I expected, honestly. Like I was going,
He looks a lot better than I expected. Like, I don't know.
yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. Like, I
I was
wouldn't
going
expect
for
her
the
to be
pure
as entertaining.
nostalgia. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
was going for the pure nostalgia of it, like pure. Like thinking like, oh, it will like just be fun to sing along with her, not thinking like she's gonna really be like that amazing of a performer. But I have to say, she really has. I turned to like Laura and Amanda so many times. I was like, she is the best she's ever been. Like, obviously, like her body is tea right now. Like she looks hot. Like she
Yeah.
looks
Meanwhile,
so
she had three
happy.
children, and I'm like, how are you doing this?
Yeah, she looks so happy. She's like glowing. You want to like blur your background?
Maybe. Hold on. How do I even do that?
Go to the video up button, and then there's an option to do that.
There
There you
that
go.
works.
And corporate shortcut. And yeah, and she just looks so happy. Like everybody's just like her.
You're
She's a
not.
blur. She's a blur face now, so it's great. It's
I
perfect.
know. She's asking me to put together something that's part of the game. Hey, you're not playing with that right now. Stop. You're gonna break it. Okay, it's done. Go. Play with something else. Go watch Camp Rock 3. Okay, continue. And you got Good Charlotte.
Oh yes, and we got good Charlotte, which I was shocked by. So that was good. I had a good time. She like really like made the night worth it. Like when I first bought her tickets, I was like, this is a lot of money for Hilary Duff. But like now that I like went to it, I'm like, okay, like that was worth it. Like that was a really good concert.
So
Um,
I didn't go because it was on my birthday. So I was
yeah.
like, I'm not gonna buy Hilary Duff tickets on my birthday and not spend my birthday with my family. Like I'd rather spend my birthday with my family. Yeah, by
You're
9
so
p.m. I
sentimental. I'd
was
be like,
like,
bye.
by 9 p.m. I was like, why did I not go to Hilary Duff? Because what happened? My child didn't eat her dinner at dinner. She was pretty feral and not listening at all. Refused to eat anything. And then on the way to the car, she told me that I was a mean mom. Um,
Oh,
and then we got home and I was like, I need to go for a walk by myself. So I went for a walk by myself. She got sent to her room. I came back and then she was allowed to come downstairs for us to sing happy birthday. And then she went right back to her room because I was just like very frustrated with
oh, I didn't
her.
know that. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
So that was fun. And by fun I mean like again, I at that point then I was like I should have went to Hilary Duff. Why was I was a nice mom and to let me spend my birthday with my family. And then I didn't know that she added like a second day because that August 6th date was not originally there.
Yeah, she added it, I guess, after the for the first date
So
getting
I
some
should
stuff.
have tried to go then, and then the resale was just like way too much.
That's my new strategy for concerts now is anytime somebody releases a show date, I'm going to, whenever I'm in the pre-sale, I'm going to be keeping an ear out to social media because they always end up adding a second show and then that show ends up being more like easier to get tickets.
Right.
So that's what I did with Noah Khan. Like I was in the queue for Noah Khan and the tickets were like the queue was so long. And as I was in the queue, I was scrolling Instagram and he like it literally popped up like a 10-second ago post like second show added. And I'm like, oh my God. And I like X'd out of that one and went to the new one. And then I
Right.
got like great seats. So I'm like, if that's what they're all gonna do now, like it annoys me they don't just do that off the bat.
It
But
is.
you know,
But I think a lot of the
Hillary
time
Duff
too, the
expected
venue
to
is
sell
like,
out.
we're not gonna give you a second night. Like it's if they sell a certain amount of
Yeah.
tickets in, like whatever, like they
Yeah.
probably have like some sort of package deal for them to do multiple
Well, that
nights.
was the largest show she played. Like all of her other shows have been like outdoor,
Yeah,
like
yes,
amphitheaters and stuff.
amphitheaters.
Like MSG was definitely like the like one of the only arenas she's played in. So
Yeah.
like I don't think they expected her to sell out not one night instead two. Although that's always arbitrary how they say it's sold out. Not to take anything away from Hilary, but they were selling tickets at the box office those
No,
nights.
it's always so that's why sold out always means like it really means like over like 80% of the venue is sold
Hmm.
because there's a limited amount of tickets left.
Yeah,
Like it's yeah. And I mean I know that obviously from like
right. Being in a
working
venue.
like
Yeah,
they'll be like it's a sellout and then you know like okay we're gonna be really busy like
yeah.
whatever
No,
but
it was definitely a good time. I won't even tell you. I made the one mistake. You know how cheap I am. I made the one mistake at MSG. This guy was making mixed drinks, and I was like, I didn't want to wait on the line again. So he was like, "You want to make it a double?" It was like I got like a tequila, grapefruit juice, like kind of like a
you
Paloma
spent
kind of thing.
$40 on a drink.
$37.
Was
I
it
was
at
like,
least strong?
yeah, it was strong. It was a double, but I was like, and it was Casamigos, so like whatever. But like, I was like, Laura walked away. She was like, I did not expect you to order a double. I know you, and I know that probably hurt you. I was like, I didn't know how much it cost before I ordered it.
I know.
But I mean, like the beers and the surf sides were like $24 anyway. So it's like, okay, another
That has
$10.
always been my mentality. Why am I going to
Yeah.
spend $16 on a beer when I could spend like
Yeah.
$20 on a cocktail and it'll have a
Exactly. I
higher
should have
alcohol
just got a
content?
single. I overdid it with the double, but like again, I was just like, oh, I don't want to wait online again. But like
Right.
it's still one drink end of the day. So like, I don't know. I only got the one. It was fine. But yeah, I was just like, oh, MSG is even more expensive than the baseball games. I was like, oh boy, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It was all good. Yeah, I didn't get into the Chase Lounge. I'm so annoyed. That's another thing I kept trying to click, click, click to like get on as soon as they released it. And then the one day I was busy with work and I was like, oh, I'll check in like 2 hours after this meeting is of course when it went up and then it
Yeah.
was only waitlisted and we didn't get in, but it's okay. I'll have to be better about that. The next MSG concert I have is Harry Styles and I'll have to make sure to be on. I'm going with my mother though, and she's much better about that kind of stuff. So I trust that she'll get us
In a
Chase
little
Lounge
bit.
access. So that's good. Yeah.
I am also going to Harry Styles.
Yes, your sister told me.
Yes, that was a whole thing with the vacation. I think I talked about that though, that I
Yeah,
accidentally booked our vacation for the
right.
night Harry Styles. Um, but in my Disney throwback, we had a Camp Rock viewing party on Friday at our house, and we watched Camp Rock 3. And I was expecting it to be a lot worse than it was, but we had this whole discussion yesterday because like
Yeah.
my cousin, like I have a child, so like I'm looking at it differently. I was like, it wasn't that bad because I'm looking at it from like my child's perspective and like
Hmm.
whatever.
The
My
new
cousin, on the
generation.
other hand, my cousin, on the other hand, shut it off because she said she got the ick.
I agree.
But I think that if you watch any of the Disney movies that like we even liked as children, you're gonna get the ick, and you're gonna question a lot of things in them.
Yeah.
Like, please go
There's
watch
stuff
Smart
that
House.
stand the test of time.
Please go watch Smart House as an adult because I have
I did recently. I was actually going to say these are some of the ones that stand the test of time.
right because like that dad just let the house babysit his children.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
But like, I thought the movie stood up. Like, I didn't think it was cheesy. You thought it was cheesy?
No, it does, but like there's just like a lot of questionable things that you didn't
Oh,
question
of
as a
course.
child.
100%. You view it differently as an adult, for sure.
Right.
But like, I didn't sit through it
Motocross is
cringing.
super cheesy.
Yeah,
Super
there's
cheesy.
the bowling one.
Alley Cat Strike.
Yeah.
The fact that I think about I got on the floor in a bowling alley and thought that I was gonna roll that ball the way that she does that 7-10 split. I
I
tried
still
it.
to this day, if I'm ever in the bowling alley, I always go,
But like I tried that like multiple
as if
times.
there's
That's
wind
so
in the bowling
cringy.
alley. Yeah.
So cringy.
I know that one was cringe. I do love Johnny Tsunami.
Brink is cringe too. Like
Yeah.
just the guy's face, the mean guy's face. Like that
Yeah.
alone is
Okay. But like I said, it when you compare you can't compare like Camp Rock to High School Musical because High School Musical is just like top echelon.
okay.
Like,
High School Musical set the bar, and then Camp
yeah.
Rock was like trying to meet the bar, and it
Yeah.
didn't.
Then hit the
But
same. Because I even thought the original Camp Rocks were like really cringe,
they were
honestly.
super corny. Yes,
Yeah,
that
I
whole
didn't
step.
really love them, honestly. Camp
Yeah,
Rock.
I just want to be able to do it. Honestly, like as an
Wow,
adult
she's
now, I
really
wish.
good.
So, anyway, I thought it could have been worse than it was. But overall, it was enjoyable, and my child's watched it 3 times this weekend now.
I was gonna say I'd ask her what her rating is out of 10 if she knows what that means.
Addie, what do you rate Camp Rock out of 10?
10 being the best.
What rating do you give Camp Rock? From 1 to 10, 10 being the best. Camp Rock 3. Okay.
Oh, so a 3. Okay. No, I'm kidding.
Anyway, all right. We are running low on time, but
Yeah.
for our last story, let's talk about how desperate the Mets are and that they're selling tickets for singles night.
Yes. Which as desperate as we think it is. So, yes, they're starting a lot of gimmicks this year, which I get it. They're really trying to sell tickets. So,
Not
the
even
first
this
one,
year, from like the midpoint on, because they
yeah.
realize everybody has given up on
Well,
them.
so earlier this year, I saw that they were going to have a fourth wing night, which I saw that the author has been doing that at several ballparks. So it's not just the Mets. Like this is becoming like an MLB thing. But like I was excited because I was like, oh my God, I love Fourth Wing. Like it's a very popular book series now. Like, and they were gonna do like if you bought a ticket, like you get like a special jersey or like a wing leader jacket. Like it was gonna look like a varsity jacket. Like it was gonna look very cool. And of course, like I expected to pay like a little bit more if I wanted like the swag, like rather than just a ticket. But like whatever. I went on that price. It was a first of all, mind you, a Monday night game against I don't even know who. The ticket alone, without any, I think they give you a bookmark, was like $80 for like field reserve, like section, like, and just a bookmark. I'm like, are they on crack for a Monday night game? And then if you wanted the varsity jacket, it was like it was like $200. I was like, you're out of your mind. So I didn't buy tickets to that. And then, now they're like coming out with a bunch of other things. And one of them is, yeah, like a singles meetup night. And of course, because I'm me and everybody knows me well enough, I had no less than 15 different people send me that Instagram post like, "Oh my God, this is right up your alley, like you should do it." Like well-meaning. I'm not slighting anybody for sending it to me because you're right. But like it's just like, wow, am I really that sad that like they saw singles night and Mets and the first thing they thought of was like Toni-ann. Like, yeah, I guess so. I guess that is me. So
That's like, oh my God, let's make sure she sees it.
yeah. But again, also like laughable. I love you all, but like laughable that like you think I didn't see it and like you're letting me know this for the first time, but it's fine.
I told you I sent it to you because I thought it was funnier that the Mets were this desperate, like to just
Yeah.
be like throwing more events out.
Yeah, it's just the Mets are desperate to bring any sales to this ticket season because it's just a mess. Like nobody wants to go. Do you hear me okay? Are you freezing? Why is Jess freezing?
No, you're freezing.
Well, you were freezing for me, and I guess I was freezing for you.
Yeah.
Is my laptop about to die?
Maybe that's.
I have 28%. That shouldn't be doing that. Does that do that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Now you're better. Anyway.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so I just think that listen, if you want singles to get together that are all Mets fans, I love that idea. But then again, like thinking back in our history, I've not really had an issue finding a single man at a Mets game. Okay, let's just be frank. I think that that's actually always been my own de facto singles meet. Like I never had a problem meeting a man at a Mets game. Let's just say that. The problem is this sign up thing they had through like some influencer. You could look at the registration list and it's like 96% women. Like there's so they didn't do a good job. They just want to sell tickets and don't care, but like they didn't do a good job of making sure it was like kind of equal playing ground, like which
Right.
is kind of stupid. So I just feel like you're gonna get there and it's gonna be a bunch of women standing around like looking cute in blue and orange, and like there's gonna be like 30 guys like, "Hey girls, what's up?" Like it. Sorry, Lewis, no offense, because I know he might go, but like it's gonna be like I don't know, like the ratio is gonna be way off. So and again, they were charging insane prices. $53 for just a ticket, and they give you a wristband that's like shows your relationship status. Isn't it a singles mixer? Isn't everybody single? I guess maybe it's like, what are you looking for? Like maybe that's what they'll do, but like stupid. We're all looking for some whatever. Then it was like $97 if you want a pregame mixer, but the pregame mixer doesn't include any alcohol or anything. It's like a pay bar. So you're just getting access to this. No, you're not getting food, you're not getting anything. Then the next level up was sold out.
And this is why we need to bring back McFadden's, because this could have been a thing that was in McFadden's with like a paid ticket before the game,
Yeah.
special price, everything, and done.
Yeah, exactly. Agreed. And I think maybe hopefully once Steve Cohen's lovely little mecca of entertainment will be built next door, and I hope that maybe some of the bars and restaurants in there will get creative about like pregame specials or pregame events. Like I think that will be a lot of fun. Because the only things available to us right now are the brewery that's attached and I don't even think they have anything in what used to be McFadden's. I think it's like
No, because it was like COVID testing, and I don't think they ever turned it into
yeah.
anything else.
Yeah, so they
And like
just
it's
have
annoying
the
because,
brewery
like,
now.
again, like the Yankees state, like Yankees, at least they have like the big sports bar to go to beforehand or
Hmm.
afterwards or whatever. And like
Yeah.
we had that with McFadden's, but you went and got rid of it.
Yeah. I think that somebody at Penn Station, like somebody around Penn Station should do like your exclusive Mets pregame bar. I'll give somebody an idea. I think that's like a good idea. It's got to be something because there's nothing near the stadium right now. So it's got to be somewhere elsewhere. And that encourages people to take the train to the game. Like I don't know, like I feel like that could work out.
Yeah, but also like if it was at like a Mets, like if they made like a Mets bar, like people leaving work will go there to watch the games or like
Exactly.
do whatever. Like
Yeah. So the prices they were asking for were ridiculous. I'm not paying. And then the highest one was $297. That one,
what do you
or
get with that?
267, you get the pregame in the brewery, and then you get your tickets on the Fiesta, the party deck during the game. So you get like the food, drinks, everything like that.
Okay, so at
So
least that includes something.
yeah, but like, okay, so then all the other peasants are on the other side of the field that only paid the $53, and then you have the expensive people like secluded away from them. Like that kind of takes away from the spirit of it.
That's how you find the man that has the
So
money.
Jamie and I were debating this because we're Met singles, and we're like, we would like to go to this, but like we couldn't justify like paying those prices. So I think we're just gonna buy cheap tickets online the same day to sit near them, and then just like go from there, like scope it out. So maybe we'll buy the tickets that are like on the railing above the rich people and just be like, hey, what up? Like,
Or a single too, or just cheap.
hey, yeah, you want to throw me up a beer? Like, I don't know, like, hit me up later. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But it's just all these events seem so good in theory, but like and singles events in general always like have such good meaning in theory, but they always end up horrible. Like speed dating,
Well, that
like
was why I also texted you to be like, you should just go to this like with my siblings, because at least like if it's a
yeah,
total dud, like you guys can just make fun of the experience together.
yeah. Meanwhile, Lewis is like, well, I don't want you two there if like I'm talking to women. I'm like, what do you think we're gonna be hanging out, having conversations with you? We're gonna be like across the room. Like, you give us a code word if you need help or something. Like,
Be real, my brother does not like my sister does not want my brother anywhere near her trying to pick up men either,
yeah,
because like
yeah.
the one time that she was dancing with people at McFadden's, he was having a field day and made us all leave. I was like,
I
this is
know.
ridiculous. Like, why
Yeah.
is it ridiculous?
Yeah, I know. It's okay. So, yeah, so we'll probably end up going that night, not as part of the official event. And
Mhm.
then unless somebody wants to sponsor me and pay for the $267 ticket for me, then I'll go for the plot. But yeah, I'm not paying that myself to go. Like people already know I'm single and people already know I'm a Mets fan. I don't really feel the need to pay that much money to prove that.
You're not
Um,
wrong.
and like I said, I could just be in the ballpark and meet a guy like the same. Like I don't think being at the event's gonna give me any more chance to like make a connection than like it would
Right. Unless
outside of
those
it.
the like bracelets are telling you like people that are actually looking for relationships versus people that are just looking to hook up. Like that's the only extra information you're getting up
But all
front.
you have to do is ask a person that.
Right.
I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll have an update. That's the end of the month. So we'll see if I go. We'll have a story to tell about it.
Yeah.
And I've only been to one other Mets game this year, and that
I've
was the
been to
one day it
zero
was
Mets games all year.
I'm mad at the one game I went to because that was like the nice Mets. It was like the nice Sunday afternoon, and I was like, nobody wants to go. I'll go to a game by myself. I bought a nice expensive ticket behind third base dugout, and then they proceeded to get murdered. So, I regretted getting that ticket. So that's the only other game I've been to this year.
That's why she won't spend her money now.
Right. I'm like, I overspent on the first game, so I haven't been to any other games this year. So I'm like, I'm not gonna overspend on the second game. Like, whatever.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Now we're sellers. We were sellers at the deadline. Like, what happened to this team? I just can't.
They're miserable.
My Facebook memories come up of like the 2024 run, like with Grimace and everything, and I'm just
What
like,
is like,
ugh,
what is worse than miserable that starts with an M?
murderous. No, I don't know.
No, I feel like that means that like we would be like winning, like we'd be like murder,
Oh
like
yeah, yeah,
taking
you're
down the
right.
other teams. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
mundane, like miserable, mundane Mets. Like they're just boring. There's nothing happening. Like
Something with
missed opportunities,
the misled Mets, which they are by David Stearns.
mismanaged, missed everything.
Yeah.
Just missed
And all I
everything.
think of is poor Howie Rose that this is his final season.
This is the same exact thing though that happened to um the announcer for the Rangers. He retired, and the year before he retired, or like the 2 years before they retired, he retired. They went on like great playoff runs, and they were so bad. Sam Rosen's last season.
It's horrible. So, I saw they had a special for Howie. I haven't watched it. I'm gonna have to watch it. But
Yeah,
yeah, I think that's mostly what we got. I just needed to further explain my singles thoughts.
you're not
Yeah,
wrong. We did have a lot of thoughts about that. So, and
yeah,
that's the only thing we have to talk about them because
yeah.
there's nothing else to say.
Isn't that sad?
It is sad, but all right. Well, we will see you next week, friends, hopefully.
Yeah.
And thanks for being our friend. Summer's almost over already, which is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Can't even deal with that, but I don't know. And then we'll have football coming, so
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
stick
you'll get to
around.
hear us talk about our fantasy league again soon enough.
Stick around for that. So,
Okie dokes.
all right. Thanks for being our friend.
Bye.